9 p.m., what was the nurse doing? What happened from Monday night after 9 p.m.? Let's even try the bliss pending story. What happened at 9 p.m. Monday night up until Tuesday, 1 o'clock, when the nurse came? Because are you saying he had crisis over the night and you left him at home and then tried to take him to the hospital? When there's a hospital around the area that you stay? Come on, we're not fools, man. There's a conspiracy going on here, and that I would say a conspiracy of silence, because they know if they say the truth, they're gonna go down. I don't want to say I doubt spending because I'm not there, but at the end of the day, we're not idiots. When you try to connect it, there's somebody amongst them who is telling the lie. If Mohbad was fine at 9 p.m. on Monday, what happened that they had to wait till 1 o'clock on Tuesday to call a nurse? Or is there a possibility that we're trying to confirm that Mohbad died on Monday? Because I need to understand here.
Yeah, the reason why he said that Mohbad is some about 9 p.m., they're trying to kick against the argument that Mohbad died on Monday. So that the story of the nurse can suit in. Maybe that is what they paid him, that because they have to make somebody bring the nurse in. So the nurse came in through his own script. So let me say he was paid 50 million for just to accept the fact that he was the one who called the nurse, whatever, I don't know. So he was just trying to play into the game of that nurse. There might have not been any nurse. What about that? Might have not been any nurse. If Mohbad has died on Monday, what is the nurse coming to do on Tuesday?
To do on Tuesday, yes. That nurse is a doubt now. Sorry, he mentioned that.
Yes, question, Miss Anne.
Please, you will give me a second. Okay. Let me mute. He mentioned that they asked him. Westo asked him and said, "So you were in the house? Were you staying?" He said, "No."
Guys, please tap on the screen, everybody. Please, let's tap. I don't have overeating. I don't have too much chance. Tap, everybody. Go. Oh yeah, go on.
Okay, so he mentioned that he left. That he wasn't staying there. He left. That he lived, close by. So obviously, what he's trying to say is, whatever happened on Tuesday, he wasn't aware. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So you can ask the question now.
No, later.
And do you live in the States or you live in the UK?
Ask your question. It's not about where anybody lives. Just ask
it relates to what I was asking.
Ask the house a question, please.
You shouldn't ask her question, Lolita. You just
go straight to your point. Guys, I don't want to attack her.
No, I'm not attacking her. No, I'm not attacking her.
Lolita wants to bring an argument.
God in place, wait.
I'm not attacking her. It relates to the question.
You have heard a discussion. Ask a topic related to what she has said.
No, it relates to what she said. The reason why I'm asking from the way she speaks,
solution to our problem is not necessarily in the US.
I believe that she lives abroad.
It's not necessarily US. It has nothing to do with abroad. It's about what is right.
Okay, so in the health sector abroad, do you force a patient to take medication?
Does that happen either in Nigeria?
No, I'm asking, do you force
Are we abroad? We are here in Nigeria.
Do you force? It's everywhere in the health sector.
If you don't know how this country functions, don't talk about these things here, because we focus on
Africa. No.
No. I don't want that nonsense here. How it works here in Nigeria? What happened here in Nigeria?
All right. Now you see, Islam. Yeah.
Let's go on. Talk about what happened here in Nigeria and how it works here. Don't talk about abroad. We all know how things work here. Abroad, we're trying to shift. It away. So it has to be abroad to be right. We have morals. We have the way we live our life here. Let us look at it that way. We are judging Wunmi based on how we live here. We are not expecting Wunmi to do how things are done abroad. Wunmi doesn't live abroad. Wunmi live in this country.
And the thing happened in Nigeria.
Yes,
happened in Africa. So we have to talk about it in Africa. No need of who stay abroad or who not stay abroad.
Wunmi is a Nigerian wife. Wunmi is a Nigerian wife, so
Yes, he has to act like a
a
Nigerian
Nigerian
wife.
one born in Nigeria, living in
Yes.
Nigeria. She has expectations. You know, these are the same problem they gave in the beginning of all this before I debunked their lies. They were using abroad standard to judge the DNA, saying that grandparents doesn't have right just because abroad is the same. They forgot that we have customary law here, which permit anybody, and we have Child Right Act of 2003.
Nigeria has three law.
Child Right Act even.
Nigeria has three law: customary law, constitution law, and the judicial law.
Wait.
Three laws.
No, sorry. Wait. That's not laws. We have 4 laws in Nigeria: customary law, common law, Sharia law, and the English law. Those are the 4 laws. And any of these laws, the English law is just the common law that we have everywhere. Common law is like the amendment where, like, living together partners are regarded as husband and wife if they have abuse in their both name. But in Nigeria, such marriage is not legal. But in places like Canada, wherever, living together, property in common names, it's assumed a marriage. And but we're talking about the DNA, which we have seen it clearly. There is no law in Nigeria that says that only the father of a child has the goddamn right to request for DNA. There is no such law in Nigeria. But what we do have is that issues like paternity is being resolved in customary court with a non-written law. That is by the custom of the involved party. So the magistrate who will be in that courtroom will understand Yoruba culture and will approach them, will resolve their problem by the standings of the culture. So, and that is why we are saying Mohbad should write to the court, to the customary court, where they can better understand the issue that is on ground, that is a family issue. That is on DNA. Okay, yes. So please, let's focus on what's happening in this country and how this country is. Let's not bring in some standards to come and cause confusions. We are Nigerians. We are Nigerians and we are living by that. So Lolita, please limit where we just wait Sazo. Limit wherever you are going to limit.
Okay.
Which is bad.
Okay, Papa.
Yes, we are in Nigeria and Africa.
About that question.
All right.
I will forget about that question because you guys don't want to. Okay, let's forget about that. You're talking about the customary court and Baba should go. And if Baba knows that the customary court is going to support him in doing the DNA, why is he delaying? Why doesn't he want to go to the customary court for the customary court to demand her? If you guys are so sure that the customary court will demand her instantly without going through the due process, why don't he go?
Lolita.
Since the custom is going to back him up, why don't he go then?
If I have a fight with you, do you tell me the best time to punch you?
Sorry, he's the one who wants DNA. So
did you hear
if the customary court is going to back him up,
did you hear my question?
If I was him, I would be running.
If I am in a fight with you, do you tell me the best time to punch you? I punch you when I
find the best way to punch you, I will go. If I know that the best way to punch you is going to be the right way.
Your point is that you're not listening. If I'm fighting with you, do you tell me where to punch you or when to punch you?
Yeah, punch me right here. If you want to punch.
You have issue. You take banana, you take something.
Riano. Okay.
Riano, this is Lolita. It's Lolita.
They are thinking, when they support Wunmi, right, they stop thinking.
I will tell you, slap me here now.
On supporting
Lolita, when? No, that never happened. No,
you dey fight now. Listen, I mean you dey fight. Now you say you won't beat me. I say, slap me for here. I've already given you an opportunity. Slap me for a year, you don't want to slap me.
But the person that want to slap you, you don't slap you that moment you ask to slap you.
They talk anyhow, but you don't want to fight now.
Lolita, when you were asking about the force, if you can force someone to the hospital, I was laughing. I remember when I used
force someone to the hospital, I asked about if
to take treatment.
Can force a patient to to take medication when the patient.
Yes.
No, you don't.
I remember they used to run after me.
You
No,
don't.
Lolita, they used to run after me just to take injection. I don't want to take that injection. They will run after me.
You don't force. In the health sector, you don't force. Go and read your notes.
In Africa, it's possible.
You do not
Let me answer you now.
Lolita, yes, in the health section, you don't
ask a question and let the person
in the
answer.
health section,
Yes,
you don't
it's possible.
you don't force medication on anybody. Yes, you are correct there. But Lolita, do you know that you have to make a report? You have to make a report for that. It's not after the person has passed away. You will not saying, "Oh, I forced him go hospital." You know, Grigo. When you were telling the person to take treatment, you don't have the right to force anyone to take treatment.
Wait now, Saza, wait now.
Let me finish.
You have your time. It's
I'm
one by
speaking
one.
in my own sector now. I'm speaking in my own sector because she said that you cannot force anybody to take medication. Now, you don't force that person if they refuse. You have to encourage them as much as you can to let them take it. Okay? And if they still insisted that they don't want to take, you have to make a report. You have to have your back. You have to have a proof that I did this to help this person, but he refused. It's not after the person don't buy, you're going to tell the world, say, "Oh, I be try, oh, I want rush and go hospital." He said, "No, it's too late. You're going to go in for that because you did not report it. You have no report. You have no proof that you actually try to force or try to encourage this person to go for treatment. You don't have any proof to prove before the person buy. So your proof is not coming now after the person don't buy. Where is the proof that you actually forced the person? What are the proof? If you don't have that proof and the person buy, then you are responsible. So I'm speaking from the head session now, from the head side now. Okay? If that's what you wanted to say.
All right, Jenny, go on. Let go. Thank you very much. Jenny, be go on.
Okay, I have a question.
No, don't ask a question.
Okay, I'm not asking a question. I wanted to say something regarding to the DNA.
No. Wait, you come there later. Sazo, go on. Etc.
Let me come in.
Go on, Sazo. You have a question. Let them address it. Go on.
Yeah. Like, for example, in Africa, sometimes people don't want
Sorry. Don't say Africa. Mention your country, please. Africa is not
okay.
There are different
In
rules.
my country, in my country, before, when I was like 9, 10, 15 years, they used to run after me because I don't want to take injection. They will run after me, I will run. They will catch me by force and the doctor will come and inject me. So because they know, the doctor knows that I need it and he has to save my life. If maybe I did not take that injection, I will die maybe, for example. So sometimes they will force you to take injection or to take medication or to take treatment because they know if you die, it's their responsibility. Because it's their job to save your life. They know better than you. So, like for Wunmi State, she said, okay, Mohbad don't want to go to hospital. But she have an opportunity to even tell Mama Mohbad. Because remember, Mama Mohbad called her. The same time she knew that Mohbad has an injury, Mama Mohbad called her. She never reported to the mother that your son is sick, he don't want to go to hospital. Maybe Mama Mohbad would have gone there and helped. But she said, no, he is sleeping. If he wakes up, I will call you. And she waited until the condition of Mohbad was worse. And even that time, she never called Mama Mohbad back. Mama Mohbad was the one that called her back. And she started giving her the bad news.
Yeah. I think that is valid. Go on, Lolita. That is valid.
So you said something. You said when you were 15, which means underage. That means your parents can decide for you. When you are above that age, nobody decides for you. You decide for yourself.
No, Lolita, I think you did not get it clearly. Okay.
No, she said it.
Wait. Now that is our own story. But in general, here in the continent, in Africa, we do not watch our loved ones dying just because they refuse to take treatment. We don't think that anybody that is dying is in his right sense because he doesn't want treatment. We do everything. Listen. We do everything, okay, as a reasonable person. We who is seeing them hurt, we are reasonable. We do everything to have them saved. we don't listen to them just because they say they don't want treatment and have them die. They die. It doesn't happen here in Africa. I don't know whether in Europe where you are there, that's how they kill their people. Go on.
Okay, the first question you have to ask yourself, was he dying?
Yes. See, let me tell you something.
Wait,
Lolita, did you watch the preliminary report? The police said Mohbad was in an unbearable pain, and his pains were increasingly high. How can somebody be in an unbearable pain, and you are saying that that person don't want to go to the hospital? Does the person enjoy pain? That's my question.
When they saw him in unbearable pain, they told him to go to the hospital, and he refused. And they decided to have another alternative because apparently Mohbad is used to having people treat him at home.
So, but at that point, it's become dangerous for him. So they should take the right step for him.
That's when the men in the house were supposed to force him and put him in the car.
And that is why the woman in the house is supposed to do everything to have somebody take him away.
Excuse me?
That is why the woman in the house is supposed to do everything to have men take him away. Go on.
And that is where the Wunmi himself need to call to the boy's parents, to call the mother or the father to involve them
in your marriage. Excuse me, ma'am. How many of you in your marriages? How many of you in your marriages call your husband when your husband's parents with their headache?
I have duty of care to my partner. Okay?
When your husband has a headache, when do you call your husband's family to tell them that your husband has a headache, he doesn't want to go to the hospital?
Yes, it's dangerous. If the headache is dangerous.
When your husband has headache, when your husband has headache.
Lolita, if the headache is unbearable, if it's becoming unbearable, the police are unbearable.
And he's in unbearable pain. Do you call his parents?
Yes, Lolita. If they leave, oh my God, where is it? Why is everybody speaking now? Nobody should speak. I beg, one. Went quiet for the next person. I don't like everybody speaking. You have to calm down by force. Let the other person land and give you space. You've asked your question, then wait. When somebody is look, use the word unbearable, okay? Whether headache or anything, as long as it's unbearable, and the parents live 2 hours away, you inform them if it's going to be dangerous, if it's unbearable, and the person doesn't want treatment, inform them. Go on.
What I'm saying is, how many of us call our parents in our marriage home?
All of us do that.
I don't do it. I don't call my husband parents. So,
if they live around, we call them. We will call them.
Even if they live around, my mother-in-law lives around.
Right, Mariano. If they are around you, we call them. They are not around you, we call them.
I do not call them. I'm not running a kindergarten to be reporting to parents or
and that is for you.
It's not marriage. It's not marriage. If you have to be reporting to his parents, it's not marriage. What are you in? You are in
Lolita. What about the moment when your husband is going through
calling my parents, my husband?
Lolita, wait now. Let me ask you this question. Lolita, wait. What about the moment? Okay, within that period, your husband is going through pain, and it happens the mother call. The mother of your husband called. Won't you tell the mother? Lolita, answer me.
Was he in pain at that moment or he was sleeping?
She said she had an injury.
In pain at that moment or he was sleeping? That's the question you should ask.
He was sleeping in pain. He was sleeping in pain.
He was sleeping in pain because he has the injury. You asked me a question.
He has the injury.
I can be in pain. Hold on, Salto. I can be in pain right now and go to bed. Doesn't mean that if I wake up, I'm going to be in pain. I can be talking to you right now and lie down and die.
So, Lolita, if your husband...
So it doesn't mean that...
If your husband or your partner is in that
when the mother called,
situation,
was he in pain or he was sleeping? Do you know if the pain started when he woke up?
Or your partner is in that situation, you will leave them to die in the pain, right?
To the mother, what has happened? To the mother, what has happened? You will say, okay, Mohbad had an injury. Let me finish, Mercy.
Sazo, no, I don't answer a question. No, let her answer. Let her answer.
Okay, wait, let me just finish my own position.
Will you leave him to die in that pain, Now I'm referring to you now. If your relative, your husband is in that situation,
my husband has every right to choose what he wants. It's his right.
If he said he doesn't want, if he said he doesn't want, you will leave him.
In my household, we do not infringe on each other's rights. So he has every right to say what he wants. Okay, if you want to infringe on your husband's right, go ahead.
That means you can watch your husband dying. That means you're like Wunmi, you can as well keep beside your husband.
But they don't say it was
That means you can as well buy your husband.
Another alternative was what? Having a nurse over to the house.
That's another alternative. So what means you and Wunmi are best of the same feather? Best of the same feather. You can watch your husband crying in your face without doing nothing because he's refused to go to the hospital. That means you too can buy your husband. You can do the same what Wunmi did. Because if you can say your husband is in pain and they go, you they look at because he refused to go to the hospital and you allow him to cry, that means you too, like you are like Wunmi. You can watch your husband crying in your face because he said he's not going to the hospital. Then you will not take it.
You know what I'm saying, but
no, you don't have sense. You don't have sense here.
Anyway, next.
For somebody that is not responding at that moment, they have to do the possible things.
Let me answer her. You asked this question to me, all right? I kept quiet for everyone to talk to you because I was just waiting to see their train of thoughts and to see if you would comprehend enough to now come and engage me. Now let's start from there.
Comprehend enough. Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm sorry to say, but I don't want to use the word. If you're exposed, I would use the word that is not insulted. I'll say you were sounding a little bit daft. But let's go there.
You sounded a little bit daft because when I asked you a question earlier, you took offense to when I asked you if in the health sector you force someone to take medication, and you couldn't even answer that.
You're talking to Anne. Don't get yourself
daft. I'm talking to you, Anne, because it was you, Anne, that I asked the question. Before Papa Rihanna put me down. I asked you a question you couldn't even answer. So who is daft between you and I? Who is daft between you and I? Why are you in the UK? Do you
ask a question to everyone? That's why Anne did not answer you.
To take medication.
I had not answered you. So don't just say.
You're some of the ladies in the UK who force patients to take medication, and that's why they are in court right now facing charges for abuse because they force patients to do what they do not want. That's why they are facing abuse in court.
I'm sure you have a duty of care to the child first. I'm sure you have a duty of care.
Duty of care is reporting to your supervisor if the person doesn't want to. It's not for the supervisor to take it from there. But you don't force people. You don't force people down there.
You're screaming down the phone. The child is screaming. Don't be silly. At least you have a duty of care to the child.
He's playing. He's not screaming.
Okay,
he's playing. Honey.
Okay, so you
have to
be yelling.
Lolita, and please wait, let me ask you this critical question. Please wait. Lolita, are you listening? Okay. Wunmi said she cannot force her husband to go to the hospital because he don't want to take treatment. He don't want to go to hospital, so she cannot force her. But her sister, which is Karimo, took on herself to prescribe mental health medication or any whatever medication for Mohbad to be taken without any proper doctor intervention. Is it okay or not?
What are the medications?
Yes, Karima said because Mohbad was going through mental problems, so she was
the medication.
You should ask Karima and Wunmi because they know.
They know something. What is the name?
You
guys were watching the live. Why didn't you ask
Karima? It's Karima. Karima said it and Wunmi said it. And Mohbad used to take medication.
Did you ask Karima what was the medication you told you prescribed for Mohbad to take?
She didn't say it. Even Wunmi said
you know what you do?
That she was giving Wunmi. She was giving Wunmi medication to give Mohbad. Is that not also false? Because they were forcing Mohbad to take medication.
Honey, they were not forcing him.
Doctor did not prescribe.
Karima, listen, sorry to go back to Karima. Ask her the medication that she prescribed for Mohbad to take, and then you come back and tell us.
I can't go to her because I'm not. I would not talk. I don't know her. So how can I go to and ask her?
When someone refused treatment or medication. At the moment the guy is not responding anymore, you should take the necessary possible things. You should not just let the person die. I understand people can say, no, I don't want medicine, I don't want treatment, I don't want anything. But at the time that he cannot respond to anything, he can't talk anymore, you should take him to emergency or call the parent and remove him from that area to the hospital for the treatment to save his life.
And if you don't do it, if you don't do that, you are in trouble.
And say that Mohbad was so weak and can't even respond to anything. He can barely open his mouth and say, is this the nurse? And somebody can even talk and say, is this the nurse? You should hurry up and call whoever can help to remove him from that area to hospital and save his life. Then after that, we can now face the court. If he want to sue somebody, let him sue somebody. But at least he's going to be alive. So all that drama that
Jenny, remember what led to Mohbad reacting?
Jenny B.A.
What led to Mohbad reacting?
reacting at the moment doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, what led Mohbad reacting? What led to Mohbad
It doesn't
reacting?
matter anymore. We need to save life. We're talking about saving life.
Okay?
At that moment, it doesn't care, it doesn't matter. Even if it's your enemy.
Sorry, Jenny B. Can you fix your mic, Jenny B? I mean, she's taking point from the live stream. Can you fix your mic? Jenny B, please fix your mic. Please, everybody, please wait. Fix your mic. Let me be sure that it's working very well. Hello, Jenny B. Can you speak so I can hear you to be sure the mic is good?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Were you speaking on the microphone or something, or maybe earpiece?
Earpiece.
Can you remove it?
Okay, hold on. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Okay, it's better. Okay, go on, make your point.
Please, can you let us iron this thing one after the other? It is not mature as we are shouting on top of our voice.
Okay, you want to moderate? John moderates. Yeah, moderate. Be moderate between them. You're
So
going to
please,
moderate.
let's do this thing one after the other. It is not mature like this.
Okay, moderate now. Moderate.
Okay, so let Lolita make her point before someone else can interrupt. And if she have answer for anybody, she should go ahead and ask the question. And it should not be as shouting or insulting each other. Please, let's try to respect ourselves. So let's continue.
Okay, can I come in to give an example of an experience I had?
Okay.
Okay, I grew up in a family that's not really stable. And my parents, they've been married for like close to 40 years. But it's up and down. It's just by the grace of God that we are mentally stable. But about 2 years ago, my dad collapsed in the house. He was already going. Out of bitterness, I was just confused at that point. But my mom was like, I must take your dad out. I must take your dad out. But I said, Mom, didn't you hear when he said he doesn't want hospital? He doesn't want to go, that they should leave him. He's a strong man. She said, it's you that know. She ran outside. She went to call 2 neighbors. These 2 neighbors, he's always quarreling with them. They are men. She said, please come and save my husband. They ran in. They carried him inside car and they transported him to General Hospital. That was what saved his life. Immediately they were transporting him. She made phone call, called his family, that your brother has been sick, has been complaining since. Because he himself has issues with his family. So they just cut him off because of his attitude. So she said they should come. They really need him to come. So I said, Mom, why did you do that? These people, they really cut us off. She said, no, she needs a family member to be present to see his condition. She does not want to have any issues with them. So I'm trying to tell Lolita, there is a culture in Africa we must abide to. We, new generation, should not ignore those cultures. We might feel we know it all, but Africa has a culture to abide to. So I feel when that situation happened, Wunmi would have called family members. She should be lucky that she didn't come from a family like mine. See, My sister, she's a Navy. She go find Wunmi. She go find either air, water, or sea. This thing it pain her. She listen to them every night. She should be happy that they are lovers. I've studied their lovers family. They are quiet. I've heard Baba Mohbad speak. He's a calm man. I've heard the brother speak. These people are calm people. She should be happy that she's not mingling with, and she didn't get married to a family that their head it goes con. That's just what I want to say. There are examples that we've lived. Our parents have lived, and we must abide to them. Don't bring your UK culture down here. I have 2 siblings that are in UK. They won't try it. When my elder brother was saying in UK it's like this, I tell him, please stop it. In Nigeria, we have our own culture. Maybe we must have forgotten about it, but we have ours here. That we must abide. So these ones you are just talking up and down. I'll be worried, girl.
Okay, so I want to put this to you. When you have children, your children go outside in the community, go and play with your friends, and got into a fight and have a scratch on their hand that from the fight, and they came home, and what do you do?
I will have to treat them and ask them what happened.
Yeah. And then what next?
How?
I can hear you. You sound low.
I'm speaking well.
I see you're sounding low. I couldn't hear you well. Yeah, I can hear you now. Mm-hmm.
My kids went out right, and they came back with scratch.
Mm-hmm.
I will treat them first, then ask, and I'll question them.
Okay, you would treat.
What triggered the fight?
That's what you said. You said you would treat them. Okay, and when they said when they told you that they are in pain, Mama, my hand is still hurting me. What next?
Take them to hospital.
Or you take them to hospital, huh?
Yes.
So why, when they came, you didn't rush them to the hospital?
Wait, Lolita, I already said your IQ is 2.5. Your IQ is 3.5.
You didn't hear. You said Wunmi